Hi, myself Pooja Bak, Assistant Professor of GKCM of GIS Group, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Here you will find the details of my contact information, and I have developed a Facebook page where regular updates regarding this course are available time to time. Hi everyone. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about the introductory part of information theory and coding. What is information? Information is really important in our life today. It has always been important, but now the importance of information has really increased. You are also getting information from me with the help of this video. It is the intelligence, ideas, or message in information theory. What are these messages? That could be electrical signal, speech or voice, that could be picture or image, video or audio signal. These are called the source of message. These are the different form of messages that we usually send it from transmitter to receiver in communication system. In communication system, information is transmitted from source to destination by basic block diagram. You have seen this basic block diagram so many times. You have information source that you just give it to encoder, then you just give it to transmitter, and where a channel, then it will go to receiver, then it will pass through decoder, and that will be information which will be received at destination site. So this is the source part and this is the destination part. Okay, I have already made a video about this block diagram of digital communication system. If you want to know the details about this block diagram, you may visit to this video. Now let us talk about the uncertainty. To understand the uncertainty, I will give very basic example. If I say I have message X is the combination of x0, x1 up to xn, and the probability of different message, that is P equal to P0, P1 up to Pn. So total probability, that will be summation of all probabilities. So P equal to summation of I equal to 1 to n of Pi. Pi is the summation of the all probability. Okay, if I say x0 event have probability P0, which is 0, it means probability of event x0 that will be never happen. If P0 equal to 1, it means chance of this information to happen is 100%. So in this case, there is no uncertainty. When x0 event have the probability P0 equal to 0 and P0 equal to 1, there is no uncertainty. The reason is whether the event is happen or it is not happen. So the probability of event for 0, it will be identifying that this event will never happen, and probability of 1 identifying that 100% chance are there for this event. So there is no uncertainty. Now the probability of event x0 is 0.5. So there is uncertainty. If I increase uncertainty, it will decrease the probability. Now the value of probability is P0 equal to 0.1. So if I decrease the probability, then uncertainty will increase. So this is what we need to keep in mind. Uncertainty means actually what? Number 1, the probability of event is not 100% or 0%. If probability of event decreases, then uncertainty increases. Okay. You are getting a lot of information every day with a lot of source around you. So categorize is more important. Suppose one information to you is really very important and next information to you would be not that important. So you need to categorize the information mathematically. I am giving you some information. Now, with the help of this example or information, you can understand how we can classify this information. Okay, let's see. Sun rises from the east. When I say sun rises from the east, will you get any information? No, because it's a short event. So the probability of occurrence P equal to 1 and the information is 0 because there is nothing new information. Okay. The next one is you will get 2 mails in next 2 hours. Here the information depend upon the probability. If you get large number of mails, that time the probability would be high and information will be less. Next, India got independence in 1947. This is a historical event. There is no information. So the new information is 0 and probability is 1. Now the next statement is the cricketer Sourav Ganguly will come to your home tomorrow. Here the probability is what? Very less. If I say you will be shocked. So the probability is very less and information is very high. Okay, the last one is it will snow in Delhi in June. Actually in Delhi it does not snow and in June it is summer. So again the probability is very low and information would be very high. So after all this example, you can see that information is inversely proportional to the probability. When information is high, then probability is less. When probability is high, then information is less. Okay, the measure of information. Basically, the measure of information means it is the information content of message. So let's see an example. Consider an information source emitting independent message M equal to M1, M2 up to Mn. Okay, with probability P of different messages like P1, P2 up to Pn. Hence, the total probability of P1 plus P2 plus Pn should be equal to 1. Okay. So, and the next one. Okay. After giving those previous example, we have already known that information is inversely proportional to the probability. So, the formula of the information is Ik equal to log base 2 1 by pk. Okay. So now I can represent the information minus of log base 2 pk, cause this pk is goes to the numerator, so the minus sign is here. So how to calculate the log base 2? In calculator, there is no key for log base 2. So there is another formula, which is log base 2x equal to log base 10x divided by log of base 10 2. When you calculate the information, at that time you just focus about this log base 2, then you will be calculating it correctly. So this is the formula of log base 2. Okay. So what is the unit of this information? Okay, the unit of the information is bits. I hope that you have understood the session, and if you like my video, then please subscribe it. Thank you.